So this is the pipe I am working on today, and the video is going to be a quick one, basically helping you to understand how to hang the flanges and the right measurement to hang them on. So basically this flange here needs to be to the right measurement to this flange here, and also to the right measurement of this pipeline here. And then this flange here needs to be obviously the right measurement to this point here, as well as this flange here. So I am going to be running through how to get this measurement bang onto this measurement, and this measurement here bang onto this one, which would in turn mean it will be bang onto this one too. So the first thing I'm going to do is to find how far this flange sticks out from here to this point here. I'm going to plus together the measurements. 450 plus 174, that is 624 mil. The flange should be out to this point here. So the measurement is to the center of this mark. So if I'm measuring it to the end, I can plus on what half the diameter of the pipe is to get the center mark. 572 mil. Minus 572 mil is 52 mil minus 36, which is half the diameter of this pipe. 16 mil, which is what? The chop list is to 15 mil. So where it means 16 mil, almost bang on. So I'm going to write 16 mil, so I remember. Because there's only me fabricating this, I don't have any help. I'm going to put a mark down here so it's easier to measure the other side. Right there. Then I'm going to add 16 mil onto this mark. So basically, in theory, this flange being here, by pulling it out 16 millimeters, right there, it being out 16 mil means from the face of it to here is bang on, and then from this measurement here it will be transferred down, so it's easier to measure to this end. Versus in the past, what I would do would normally be hanging on one flange, flipping it sideways, leveling it off properly, then I'll be standing it up and then measuring from that flange to the other pipe, and it's just a bunch of double handling, so I find this way here a lot easier. The next measurement is the overall length. So it's 1,600 minus whatever this measurement here will be. Minus 962 mil. Minus 962. Minus the rest of this measurement, which will be the 450 and 174. Minus 450 minus 174. That means you're left with 14 mil. So then again, that flange there needs to go out 14 mil to get the measurement bang on. So in theory, the pipe has shifted 1 mil over, because this here is 1 mil longer than the chop list says it should be, and that there is 1 mil shorter. So yeah, so this is a little bit longer, so that needs to be shorter to compensate for it. Perfect. Now I can hang the flanges on, but I've got one more flange here that I'm going to quickly work out. On the drawing, this flange is 107 mil out. 107 minus 56 minus 36, that is 15 mil. Again, bang on, everything is where it should be. So pulling out the flanges, I like to use my steel rule. I pull the flange out the desired amount and I mark the back. That way there I can go off, do whatever and come back and I know where the mark is. And also, when you're trying to level off the flange, it moves a lot and you know the mark is there to always go back to. So what you just saw there was a bit of manhandling. Because the pipe is so small, when I've welded it, it's moved all over the place. So the first tack, it went on square, but the tack pulled it. But the tack pulled the flange in a weird way that then the bolt holes weren't level anymore. So I quickly twisted it ever so slightly while tacking the second tack. So here is the flange. There's the mark. This flange is on. I haven't leveled it off the other orientation, but that shouldn't matter right now for the measurement that we're about to do. So let's double check. So here's the overall length, and we need to know from here to here. So 1,600 minus 174 minus 450, 973 is what the measurement should be. And instead of using a straight edge and measuring across to up here, that's why I put the mark down here. It's just easier to do one-handed and one person. So that there is 973, but then you have to plus whatever this here is as well, how many mil that is. You tell me. That's about 3 mil, right? So that there is bang on, 100%. And then 450 to the center of this. But see, this measurement, because I haven't leveled off this side here properly, I'd have to measure from the top, not the side. But then the top, you're so far away that you can never properly know. So crudely, I'm measuring on the side, just to double check. 450. It looks about right, and I can carry on. Right, and the line on the left. Everything is tacked up, measurements are bang on. Now this pipe here is a riser. So what that means is in this orientation, and stuff is bolted onto it in a way that there's a lot of weight being transferred down. So this here is called a duck foot. It's just a piece of thread that is going to be threaded onto a piece of square plate that will be bolted to the ground, and the weight of the whole pipe system will be transferred down to the ground. So I need to add this on to this piece here. The measurement is 150 from the center, 245, and I'm gonna mark up here. So basically, as long as my steel rule is on this mark, this being flush on the end will bring this out to the right measurement. But would you look at this? Someone chopped this exactly the right length. So I don't need the steel rule. I can put this here and eye up the measurement to cut it. There's a very simple way of marking up the center of the pipe, and that is getting the level, holding it to the right orientation and just scratching across. And that's just put a mark halfway through. As simple as that. It doesn't need to be anything better than that. And then again on the top. And then simply just like that, it's put on in line to the right measurement as well. Now, because this has got a thread on it, there's an element of human interaction. So someone will pull this out to the right measurement anyway. So there is a tolerance with how good it has to be, but 1750, I'd call that a success. In line as well, in the middle. And then down here in the middle as well. Mint.